All right, everybody, what's going on? This is Prime Sports Media. I'm your host. Thank you for watching this program. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. And everybody out there, I really appreciate you. I want to get into this issue right now. This is dealing with Coach Prime, Colorado. What is their future going forward long term as it relates to the Pac-12? As you already noted, there's a lot of rumors out there that they're going to jump ship from the Pac-12 back to the Big 12, where they originally arrived from in the first place, back when it was the Big 8. Okay. And so my question is, I'm here to talk about this rumor or this buzz around social media and all over the news about this issue, but I'm also here to bring some logic to this particular issue. Two logic being this, definitely hear me out here. One, the chancellor of the Colorado University, which is Phillips DiStefano, as well as the AD Rick George. Both of these men wield a lot of power within the Pac-12. Okay, they're on the governance board, the leader board for the Pac-12. They're also a part of the board, which makes up the board, and the Pac-12 makes up 10 members, right? And then they are part of the NCAA board. So you have both an AD, particularly the chancellor of Colorado, who wields a lot of power. And right now, what's happening, and we've heard about conference realignment. This has been going on for some time, where teams are jumping ship to go to other conferences, where, let me just keep it real with you, this is really about money. This is about the opportunity to go to another conference where you may get a bigger share of the pot, meaning the TV money. This ain't about, oh, we want to go to this conference because it's sexier teams there and what have you. It's really about economics. This is how it all works. Right now, the Pac-12 is engaged in trying to renegotiate their TV contract to get the bigger money, okay? Now, when you look at conferences like the Big Ten, this is why UCLA and USC look like they're jumping ship, and they're leaving next year for the Big Ten. It's going to be either the Big 12 now or the Big 14, whatever other teams are going to jump over there, right? But they're looking at a TV contract in the Big Ten of $60 million, whereas the Pac-12 is trying to negotiate a $35 million deal with the TV revenue. So you see why USC and UCLA are jumping over to the Big Ten, because they see a bigger honeypot of money in the Big Ten. Now, this is the situation. When UCLA and the USC leave the Pac-12, the chancellor of Colorado, he wants to expand the Pac-12 to bring in another two teams. So they're very invested. Both him and Rick George are very invested in the Pac-12 conference. So when you use that kind of logic, you have to say, why would Colorado leave and jump ship to the Big 12, where they once played, they once were? And remember, this sort of stuff happens all the time. Back in 2010 to about 2013, the Big 12 saw themselves losing major programs, Nebraska being one of them, West Virginia being another one of them, and you had the show me state, Missouri, who also left the Big 12 to go to sunnier pastures of money, right? And then who replaced them? TCU. And you know that TCU is one of the teams that Colorado is going to be playing on the beginning of the season. And then you have West Virginia, who will also be a part of, is a part of the Big 12 conference. So you have to ask yourself, with these two men having a lot of power within this conference, why would they want to leave when they have power in this conference versus the no power in the other conference when they're not established at? And DiStefano has been saying that he wants to see the future expand. Now, they're very happy with Coach Prime because they feel that The investment in Coach Prime has paid dividends for the school. The excitement, the buzz, everything that's happening in Colorado is because of Coach Prime's swagger, his energy. The recruitment that he's doing is off the hook like no other. He's taking advantage of the transfer portal. He's taking advantage of new rules, which the NCAA implemented. He didn't implement them. And as a result, he's reshaped his football team like no other coach in history, I believe, in college football. Okay. Now, you have a situation here where you say, why would Colorado leave when they've got so much going on for the future of football in the Pac-12? Now, how did we get here in the first place? Remember, back in 1994, Colorado was a part of the Big 8, which became the Big 12. And then in 2010, they left the Big 12 for the Pac-12, or at that time, it was the Pac-10, or, it's the Pac-12 now. So this is the question. I'm going to be honest with you. The only way I see Colorado leaving is if they offer a bigger TV deal and honeypot, right? But then you have to ask yourself, why, with the chancellor, DiStefano, why would he want to leave when he holds so much power in this conference? Not only the fact that he has the responsibility of running the school and managing the school, but along with Rick George, the AD of Colorado, he's also involved in football operations and decision-making. They're both working together as a dynamic duo. So chancellor, unlike many chancellors in the Pac-12, is very much involved in the football and sports, and they want to cut a deal. This is the bottom line. I want to read something to you right here. And this is very important. This is the chancellor of Colorado. He also said he'll like to see the Pac-12 go for 5-year contract in its new media rights negotiations instead of the much longer deal that has been in that they had in the past. Okay. Now, the league is seeking a new media rights deal with television streaming and partners that provide revenue to be shared with each Pac-12 member. The current contract with ESPN and Fox is due to expire in 2024, everybody. Okay, this is what this is all about, money. And with a big drive in revenue sharing now, it pays over $35 million per school per year. That's well below the revenue sharing earning in the football crazy Big Ten and Southeastern Conference, where they share in $60 million. And now you know why UCLA and USC is jumping ship from this conference of Pac-12. So if those two teams are leaving, they're planning to replace them with two other teams. I wonder, I'm interested to see what those two teams are going to be. But other than that, Deion is doing fine. It doesn't matter whether they play in the Pac-12, if they play in the Big 12. Look, Coach Prime will be able to coach anywhere, any competition. It doesn't matter. He's getting the great recruits in. He's got a great attitude, a great winning attitude. He's motivating his players. He's motivating us out there that are making these videos. I appreciate you all out there for supporting this channel like you do. Continue. I'm going to continue. When you subscribe to this channel, you're getting this type of content. You're getting informative information. You're getting great production, and you're getting videos based on Colorado, Coach Prime, what's happening with his sons. And in addition with that, I'll be also touching on other sports topics and issues every now and then. Okay. So I really thank you for being here. Overall, I want to read something else to you all as well. This is a very important statement here. This was on Twitter. Nothing can become official until obviously there's a TV deal that needs to be finalized. But now multiple sources are telling the Buffs Nation and Bear Down will move to the Big 12. No word on the Utes, the Sun Devils, because remember, that was another rumor that the Utah and Arizona State were two teams that were rumored to be leaving. Let me also read this to you before I end this podcast. This is important. This has been going on since 2022. They put out a statement. This is a statement from 2022 from both Rick George and the Chancellor of Colorado. It says here, amid reports that Buffalo could jump ship to the Big 12 along with Arizona State, Utah, Colorado Chancellor Philip Dispano, and Athletic Director Rick George put out the following joint statement. Okay, this was back in this was in Boulder. Boulder supports the decision of the Pac-12 Board of Directors this morning to begin conference media rights negotiation. We are committed to the Pac-12 conference and look forward to being an active participant in those conversations. The statement from DiStefano and Rick George, the AD of Colorado Athletic Department, was sent out less than 4 hours after the following statements from the Pac-12. The Pac-12 Board of Directors met this morning and authorized the conference to immediately begin negotiating for its next media rights agreement. That's what you got going on there, folks. This is the truth, okay, that I'm putting out there for you to digest right here. I want to say thank you for watching this program. Share this video in all your social media. Share this video if in your community tab if you are a content creator. I really appreciate all the support that we're getting over here. And every now and then I'll be doing these kind of podcast short videos like this. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Once again, I think Coach Prime is setting a standard as the new head coach at the Power 5 level. And I think people are going to look back years from now and they're going to study this. And I think you're going to have other coaches in the country that are going to try to imitate, right? He can be imitated, but he can never be perfected. That's Coach Prime. They can't do what he does, but they're certainly going to try to what he did and try to implement it. Watch and see how things are going to go down. And I'm looking forward to the season and how the season plays itself out. Let me see something right here. I went over that information there. The fact that UCLA and USC are preparing to leave for the Big Ten next year. And furthermore, the status of the deal is uncertain as to recent breakdowns with the ESPN. So there are some negotiating issues that are going on right now. With that said, everybody, you take care. Thank you for listening to Prime Sports Media. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Let me put this on the screen. The Big 12 is where Colorado got its roots. They won conferences, championships over there. But this is very important. Like anything in life, it comes down to the dollar sign. What if the Big 12 gives Colorado a good deal that they can't turn down? Could the chancellor and the AD change their mind? We'll see how this all plays itself out. That said, everybody, take care. Peace.